now we are ready to crown a seniors champion.
Absolutely, one of my favorite divisions. And it comes down to two names that we've been seeing on center court
time and
in
time
the
again.
finals, time and time again. It's just like we always say, the cream always rises to the top, and we have two of the top ones in the sport right here in the senior division, Johnny Thomas and Mr. Bob Heil, the many faces of Bob Heil.
Yep, Johnny Thomas runs out of the blue lane because he is the number 5 seed. Bob Heil coming in as the number 10 seed, which I'm surprised. I would have thought maybe he would have come in seated a little bit higher. Yeah. But it is a stacked and packed seniors division that's been running, and you ran right into a couple of those senior buzzsaws, as a matter of fact, through the course of the tournament as well. But these guys get their first frame back up underneath and under their belts, and throwing in that Lucky's jersey, Bob Heil. He's able to sneak one in there and pick up the
big four spot right here to start off.
4 spot is Hey,
listen, I had a little breakfast with Johnny Thomas this morning, and we actually got to talking about him and his matches with Bob Heil, and he figured they played 11 times last year, on the circuit, or 11 times since he first met Bob Heil, and Johnny's up 6-5.
All right, 6-5.
Hey, that's a good stat right there I came up with.
Can this be the equalizer right now? 4-0. Bob takes the early lead after the first frame, and this is only a one-and-done situation because they came out of 2 different brackets. Each earned their way to this final. This is a 1-game final.
Bob is throwing some fire to start this match off with.
Throwing those luckies, yeah. What's Johnny got in his paw there? What's he looking at?
He told me he was throwing a new bag, and I cannot remember it.
Yeah, I think the Lucky Valors is what Bob is throwing, as he typically does. His favorite shot, obviously, for those who have watched him over the years, is the airmail. Loves to hunt and any of those kind of sports anytime he has the opportunity to do so, and plays out of North Wisconsin. Cornhole.
Michigan guy, though, correct?
Yeah, which is interesting. A Michigan guy.
Yeah.
A Michigan guy, but plays out of North Wisconsin. Cornhole.
How about an early 8-0 lead by Mr. Bob Heil?
It's pretty big out of the red lane. Again, coming in as the number 10 seed against Johnny Thomas, who won some exhibition play here a little while ago with some VIPs here in Owensboro. Nice. That was a lot of fun. Nice collection right there. Yeah. Bob takes that right hand and delivers high left. He pulls a little bit, and one of the faces of Bob Heil is probably relief right now because Johnny matched that mistake. So they're not even going to bother punching up any statistics since that was a wash. They're going to go down and collect their weaponry.
Bob missed to the left, and Johnny liked it so well he thought he would throw one over in the same spot.
I will see your mistake, and I will I will call. Let's just say that.
There we go. And you see the many faces of Bob. We saw him roll his eyes after he missed that one to the left, and he got a break.
He stepped outside on the very edge of the pitch pad. He's going to go in left to right. Does that nicely. It's interesting if you that's a bag that kind of did half and half. It left himself outside there, unreachable there to the right-hand side, but he put that one in play for Bob to knock in. And
nice.
Bob's bags, those Valors, when he pulls them out and looks at them, you know those big yellow python snakes that a lot of people see? That's what they look like to me. That's a color yellow you've only really ever seen in the wild. So Charlie K's coming out with a nice set of bags there. But, again, those look like he probably should have called those. I don't even know what that snake is. Is it a python? Is it what is it?
Boa constrictor or one of those.
Maybe a boa?
Yeah. You know, those are killer bees that Johnny's showing.
Johnny's got in hand,
Yeah, I don't know what flavor it is, but it is killer made by killer bees.
Yeah. We could be here for a while, with just a one-and-done kind of game here. Johnny's trying to play a little bit of a block maybe there, or did he just miss? And there's the break that he was looking for. Just push it through and collect, and he doesn't take advantage.
If Johnny could only get one out of that, that would have been a big round for Johnny to pick up 3 to cut into that lead. It's 10-1, Mr. Heil.
Well, how many times have we talked about it? The most important points in this game are the first one and the last one.
Absolutely.
So if that just psychologically brings him.
And that might be an on-purpose bag because Bob has only missed 2 bags in this game so far.
And he's going to force Bob to try to use that airmail, which is his favorite shot. So we'll see. He should try to push this one through.
Beautiful
gets it
bag.
Nicely done. Johnny does the same. That's very well done.
That was a hard shot.
Especially from the outside arm on the right-hand side. That was very well done.
Johnny sporting that number 31 on his jersey.
Oh, did Bob do what he needed to do? Yes, he did. And he's going to tater and exchange pleasantries as they head back down to gather their bags and continue on. Again, if you're following along on the Facebook page, you can check some of the early SCR scores in the Pro Series qualifier, those frame games, our top 16 players. The bracket has been set. Number 1 seed is Caleb Hurt. Number 16, by way of a tiebreaker, Robert Booker. Look at these names: T.J. Miller, Gary Ferguson, Randall Garrison, Todd Gammon, Nick Utley, Isaac Hurt, Alan Wingham, Matt Gammon, Chip Brown, Gary Bearpaw, Tyler Amos, Doug Parker, Craig Irvin, and T-Bone Dawson.
Oh, you know what I see out of that list, man? There's a bunch of new players coming in.
New players,
yeah.
and what's interesting sometimes is those that are conspicuous in their absence. You can also see on screen. You can see how a handful of our players have bundled up there, and we're staying warm here.
Oh yeah, it's cooled off in here again.
There's another damaging frame there
14 to 1. Man, I did not
Johnny.
see this coming, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what, Thomas has been on fire throughout the whole beginning of the season, but this is the one that and unless there's a major meltdown coming on behalf of Bob Heil, which I do not see coming.
Bob is not giving him any chance to score.
He's forcing him to play defense, and the best he's going to do is a point here, point there, but that's how it all happens.
Absolutely.
He should clean all this up and push it. Oh, he's going to lay it up low and try to stack it up.
Surprising shot.
Interesting. Now he's going to force I think there's room there to the east side of the hole. Going to come from right to left. They did fall, yep, so he didn't have to worry about that. I'm surprised he didn't maybe shoot it once they fell, because Bob will collect nicely down. Now he's going to come up and over and try to dip that aerial drag. Oh, and he touched it but missed it.
He hit that way too clean.
Yeah, and that's weird to say that. It was too clean a shot, so that's going to be the deuce right on top. So Pete Rose becomes 16 on one, Johnny Thomas. And it's so bizarre to go out of two split brackets, battle, and then watch somebody just get completely decimated.
You know, he took out Fergie.
Yeah.
I think he didn't have to double dip Fergie in the main in his bracket, and
I believe he did.
Took him out twice. You know how hard that is to do.
I believe he did. Yeah. Boy, Heil is just dead nut center.
Bob is not missing anything.
And he's not wasting time either. That's going to be it right there, I think.
He can pick up 4. Johnny must go in right here.
He's got to get up there just to keep it a 4.
Oh, and I thought it was going to hang up right there.
Baby. All right, well.
20 to 1. Did you see this coming, Vin?
No. And remember how we talked about that most important point?
Yeah.
Well, there's one.
Hey, we have seen this comeback before.
We have.
But Johnny's got to dig deep right here. Can't make any mistakes.
Well, the way Bob's playing right now, and he knows exactly what he's doing, he is not going to make that mistake.
And that's it.
And that's going to
be it, man.
That's going to be it, because he'll be able to push that through and clean him up. Well, maybe not.
Let him off the hook?
He might have let him off the hook a little bit there.
So many times you see that little push shot right out front.
And that's going to do it right there for that bag on the back. There's still a little bit. He might be able to collect it.
Let's see Johnny's going to take a gamble.
He's going to have to.
No, sir, he can't.
He's going to let that push happen. I thought he might go for it, but he's going to take that push and be happy to move on. Hike his shorts up there, and he wore his good sweatpants today. His going out sweats.
I can't wait to get that Wisconsin accent over here.
Oh man, you might be putting the cart before the.
It could be the announcer's jinx. The way he's throwing right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. You might be right.
Yeah.
This should be enough to push it all through right here.
Good bag by Johnny, but that bag is hanging.
Nah, it'll be all right. He'll get that one. Bob may do him a favor.
Yeah.
There's a problem right there.
That's going to be a big problem if Bob can get to step back.
Comes in
get
right
both
to
of them.
left. He's going to come right to left. And
but he still put Johnny in a little pickle right there.
Is he going to have the guts to go for the airmail drag? He's going to go right.
Nice bag.
That's a good bag. That get around.
Yes.
That was very nicely done, because had he decided to play conservatively, because he could have gone up and over and probably pulled it with him if he got not just the pure backside of the hole, like you said earlier, too clean. It was too clean.
Absolutely.
And that would have been a big risk. So he took the one he knew he could do and Leaves it back to Bob to set the table. And
Bob just says, okay, I'm going to put a little pressure on you, Mr. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
He is in a groove.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if 20-1 becomes 21-20, I don't want to see that face of Bob Heil.
No.
I do not want to see it. That's a problem.
Johnny
right there.
just left him open another chance.
Now,
and that was a bag to win
bully.
right there.
That was a bully bag to win right there.
Yes, it was.
All right, he's doing everything he can do. Is he going to give Bob that chance to push it through and finish it?
Oh,
he left it open.
And Johnny can just lay up right here. He has no option. Look at, he is thinking about trying to get around that bag. Johnny,
he stepped out right. He's coming in right to left. And he cleans it up, takes the wash.
Oh, Bob trying to talk that bag into backing back in there.
Again, Bob Heil throwing the Lucky Valors, and again. Johnny, what'd you say he's got in his hand?
He's got some killer bees.
Killer bees?
Yes, sir. That's what he told me. There's a bag there. Him and Randall Garrison are going to be throwing in double, so he is throwing them day. Evidently, he's throwing them pretty good.
It's pretty good stuff. Randall had a good day. Yeah. Randall had a good day over in the frame game. We'll see him a little bit later on. He's coming in as the number 4 seed.
That's good to see Mr. Businessman over here on center court, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
There's a little bit of a window of opportunity right there. Johnny takes advantage of. Bob's just going to take that one in the middle and finish. And he's not.
And that's 6.
That's going to be a 6 spot. It sure is. So 20-1 becomes 20-7. That crooked number rolls up on the board.
And you keep thinking he's let him off the hook twice in this game. And how many times have we seen it, Finn? Somebody get hot and not miss a bag.
Mm-hmm.
We see Mr. T-Bone Dawson staring on, Mr. Senior himself.
I think he finished 5th. I think I heard somebody say 5th in seniors. Well, that low blocker sort of did what he wanted it to do. Now he's going to go in there and stuff him up there closer to the hole. Left that left to right there for Bob. Bob going to stack it up. Now he's going to be curious.
Yep.
He'd come in and low
nice
hard.
Bag.
That was well done there. Stack it up even further. Make it pinch.
I don't know what fell, but if I'm Johnny, I'm going down there to look. Looks like one of each, maybe.
Yeah, I think it is one of each. Johnny's right in the middle. No, it's nicely done there.
All Bob's got to do is come off his bag right there on the right, slick side.
Put it
right
in.
Hope.
And it stays up top. Oh, my God, it stayed up. He put it exactly where he wanted it, and it pinched.
Johnny's going to pick up 2 on this, is he not? Or is that all? Yes.
There it is.
Absolutely. He's
7 becomes 9. 7 becomes 9, and the faces of Bob Heil just took a turn. Yes,
Man,
they did.
have if I'm his wife, I'm taking pictures of that and making that shirt.
I don't know why nobody has yet. All right, so Johnny takes that first bag, runs it right up the middle, takes a little bit of a momentum perhaps.
Yeah, and Bob might have got too relaxed, gave up that 6 down here. He's trying to fire back on all cylinders.
Well, only in a and that's it. That's the game right there. What happened?
That was a bad
What happened? That's going to fall off.
It's going to fall off.
He's going to lose it.
Yep, there it goes, and that's going to be it. Bob don't even have to throw.
No, he doesn't. He's going to go up and over and finish it out right there.
And there it is.
All right, well, 21-9. That's going to do it, and that crowns our new singles champion for Owensboro, Kentucky. We're going to get the accent and the faces of Bob Heil. We'll see if we have enough headsets for the faces of Bob Heil. We'll get him over here and talk to him about that championship match. And, boy, I tell you, he's a guy who, when he laughs, you know he doesn't. It's not because it's funny. Bob Heil, come over here, my man. T-Bone extending a hand and wanting to celebrate. Johnny Thomas he couldn't get out of the hole that he dug. I think he dug himself about a 12-foot grave right there. And I'll tell you what, the many faces of Bob Heil, thank God it's a smiling face this time.
Yeah.
Because, brother, right there, you're the one guy, I'll say this time and time again, I've never met anybody that when they're laughing, it's not because it's funny. You'll get going and you're like, you start laughing, but man, you had him where you wanted him.
Sometimes you just got to laugh about certain bags, and it just what do you do? You throw it a shot you want, and it just don't go in. Like that one down here. I threw it exactly what I wanted to, and it just clogged. What do you do?
I just told Finn all you had to do is come off your bag over there on the right, and it goes in, and they just like
just wedged right in there. But so you get up. Honest to God, 20-1. There's in the back of your head, you're like, there's no way I can lose this. Correct?
honestly, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, don't blow this.
Yeah, well. And
I mean, because I've seen strange things happen where,
and we have too.
A guy gets a lead bag, and all of a sudden he's making, and then you miss a couple, and all of a sudden it's 20 to 9, 20 to 11.
Right
I mean, they just didn't go in. I mean, so.
Well,
I can't complain how I played. I mean, I started out just making. So I mean, it helps when you do that.
Absolutely.
Well, and you put him right where you wanted him early. You used that bag to effectively make him make some choices that he would like to have probably had back. And then when you saw in that last frame, the one hang to the left of the board, you knew it was over. You didn't even have to throw that last bag.
Yeah, right.
But I tell you, he battled back, and there was one point where he was already back down here collecting his bags. You were still walking around in a circle down here laughing up at the ceiling. The many faces of Bob Heil, as we've discussed.
We have got to get somebody taking your picture every day.
I've actually thought about that.
Put
the
shirt. Man, it's perfect, man.
I thought about putting 6 in the front, 6 in the back, and just walk around and just watch people laugh at you.
And then just get a little Velcro thing, and whatever mood you're in, just tack it to the face.
Yeah. We laugh at them, I can tell you that right now.
Well, the bottom line is we're not laughing at is the fact that we're standing here with the seniors champion. Owensboro, Kentucky, one of the biggest major in the history of the ACO, one of the most stacked and packed fields of seniors of all divisions, and you walk out as seniors champ. How about that?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's a fantastic purple jersey. Lucky Valors, is that what you were throwing?
I actually switched after the second. I lost my second game in bracket pool. I went to the new ones, the head cases.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Because I was putting the boards were a little bit faster, so I was putting them off the back, and I said, no, I went with the head cases that I've been practicing with, and they were just the right speed. I could block a little bit. When I tried, I could put them in, so it worked out good.
Speaking of practice, how much do you practice, Bob? I'm just kind of curious.
A couple days a week, hour and a half when I can. I'd like to do it more, but once we get closer to Worlds, I will. But it's usually 1-2 times a week.
Life happens too.
Yeah, I mean, my job is I'm busy, really busy in the winter months. So I don't get a lot of time to do stuff like that, but. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
You got to work too. This is just a side thing.
Honestly, sometimes taking a little bit of a break and backing off will help you. I've noticed sometimes in my golf game, the less I play, the better I get because I don't care as much. I'm not overthinking everything.
Well, I think what happens is you play a lot, you get into bad habits.
Yeah.
And when me and my son practice a lot, if I'm practicing and I find myself throwing say to the right, I just say screw it. I don't play because I'm not feeling it. I just don't want to keep getting in that. So it's it's fun. It's nice place. It's ran well for as many people as are here so
really
far.
Has
I mean, it's been pretty fast.
We appreciate you saying that, too.
Well, and we say it runs like Clark work when Chris Clark is behind the scenes. And LaBelle the same way. And Johnny, when they get back there and they really get it humming, man, it is nice to be able to keep you guys on schedule. So here's what we're going to do. The Faces of Bob Heil T-shirt, 6 on the front, 6 on the back, and screw it.
I just got to say one thing.
Yeah.
I proved them wrong.
I proved them wrong. I love it.
Honestly, that's my favorite part of the talk. No offense. I love the segments. I look forward to the picks and see what it is. And you do a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's weird because usually when people say no offense, you're like, I'm not offended. I am offended.
I like what you guys did. The new taco, I like it. I like all the format and all that kind of stuff, but I do like it.
Well, we may have to. We're going to try to get him on to do those live. We're going to maybe get some champions on live, so we might be hitting you up to get you on there live as well.
Absolutely.
Our champion in Owensboro here on center court. I'll tell you what. How about this? I mean, the names that you've been hearing over and over. Isaac Hurt takes juniors. Maddie McBride takes women's. And how about Bob Heil taking seniors? Johnny Thomas, I'll tell you what, Johnny Thomas, I'm glad he doesn't have to be up here next to you again because I don't want to be here because it's so uncomfortable.
Hey, by the way, at breakfast, he told me he figured it out. That y'all had played 11 times, and he was up 6.
Yeah.
So
y'all it's even.
Dead even.
Yep.
So
y'all might play for 100 out there in the middle somewhere.
Very good. All right, our seniors champion here in Owensboro, Kentucky. Well, can he repeat when we're back in this building at the end of the season for the World Championships? Bob Heil, Seniors Championship, the ACO Owensboro Major, right here on the south bank of the mighty Ohio River. More coming up from center court here on the ACO Digital Network.